So you know what I really love about Miami? The music. Their hip-hop clubs are actual hip-hop clubs. And you do not see that in too many cities, that their best clubs are the hip-hop clubs. It's not like that too much in New York anymore. New York switched over to top 40 and a little bit of other nonsense. New York bring back hip-hop. Vegas is still dominated by EDM. Dre's is on top in Vegas. LA's nightclub scene, But Miami, though, they have some of the best hip-hop parties in the U.S. They bring out some of the best DJs, some of the best talent. And you know what? Let me break down and give you the top 5 best hip-hop clubs in Miami for 2022. Coming out at number 1, 11 Nightclub. If you've been on my channel before, if you guys have been subscribers for a long time, then you know what? You are no stranger to 11. If you party in Miami, then you're probably no stranger to 11. Anyway, 11 is everything you could want in a nightclub and more. It is open super late. Super late. Then you could go to the next day. You could leave at 7 a.m., 8 a.m. 11 is absolutely jumping. 11 brings out huge hip-hop acts, and when they have a big act, it is going to cost a little bit of money. They're going to have ridiculously long lines, so make sure you show up there early. Make sure you guys get a table. This is definitely a spot where I would recommend getting a table, just so you don't have to wait on that line. I would literally buy a table so I don't have to wait on that line. Lock in your tables early. If you guys do need tables at any of these clubs mentioned, get in touch with me and I will get you sent to a promoter and he will get you squared away so you can enjoy your vacation. But what I also like about 11 is just the atmosphere, the vibe, the dancers, the entertainment. It is truly like, I'm not just being a party goer. I'm not just enjoying a club. They are actively trying to entertain me. And you know what? I genuinely like that. I appreciate it. Love 11. Now, coming in at number 2, Mr. Jones. Now, I really like Mr. Jones, too. Really like Mr. Jones. However, what Mr. Jones is, you can't get into Mr. Jones. Unless you're buying a table, you are not getting into Mr. Jones. So for the general public, Mr. Jones had to be dropped to number 2. And if you can't afford to get in there, then Mr. Jones should just be entirely off your list because they don't even have a bar there. It is truly just tables. But I love Mr. Jones. Mr. Jones, they have beautiful ladies. They sometimes come out with like helicopters, roller coasters as bottle presentations. Really entertaining as well. Very similar to 11. They all have dancers, all the same things. I saw Tory Lanez there once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. Actually, I see Tory Lanez there too many times. I feel like he is always there. But Mr. Jones, love Mr. Jones. And girls, if you guys look good, you guys are trying to get in touch with me. I will send you to a promoter and he'll take care of you at Mr. Jones. But what I really like about Mr. Jones is it is hip hop all the time. Mr. Jones is open 5 days a week, and I'm going to hear 5 days of hip-hop. Love Mr. Jones for that because they're just purely a hip-hop venue. Now, if you guys haven't noticed about this list, you haven't seen Liv or a Story on this list. Not just yet. Why? Because they do not play hip-hop all the time. So you know what? They had to lose a whole lot of points because they also do bring in EDM DJs and have other acts. That does not mean they are not a top club. That just means that they don't play hip-hop all the time. They're not the best hip-hop club. But coming in at number 3, Vendome. I like Vendome. And if you guys pre-COVID used to party at Rockwell, this is the same exact venue. Designed a little differently because Rockwell closed down and Vendome opened, but it is hip-hop heavy. Love the spot. You're going to find big acts there as well. This is a real dope spot. You're going to have a lot of fun here. You're going to have a whole lot of fun here. Getting in wasn't too bad. The lines wasn't ridiculously crazy. Even when they had like a big act, it was easier to get into than I would say 11. And definitely more affordable to get into than Mr. Jones. Vendome, truly love this spot. Definitely worth checking out. So coming in at number 4, Pilos, which is located in Wynwood. And let me tell you about Pilos. It is criminally underrated. Much like my channel, make sure you guys give me a like and a comment and subscribe. It will really help your boy out. But let's get back to Pilos. Pilos is criminally underrated. This is the spot where you're going to hear hip-hop and reggaeton. You're going to have some Spanish vibes, some hip-hop vibes, and it makes for a great party. One of the best spots you want to go to in Wynwood. So when I went to Pilos, I made the mistake of showing up really late. I was like, this is Wynwood, like, you know what I mean? How Papa can it really get? That was the mistake that I made that I will not make again. Pilos had a long line. So I went there a total of 4 times, and of those 4 times, 2 of those times I didn't even get in. And Pilos had a great vibe to it, had great energy. Their tables were affordable. I think we got 2 bottles of Sincoro for maybe about $1,000 to $100. I don't know, something like that for a big party. It was really affordable. I really enjoyed Pilos. Definitely worth checking out. Now coming in at number 5, Exchange. Now Exchange. This is a spot. This is a different spot than all the other spots. This is a spot where I feel like you can see an auntie at as well. I definitely saw somebody's auntie at Exchange. Exchange definitely is hip-hop heavy. It is for the culture. We love Exchange. If you guys don't want all the glam and all that other stuff that goes with all the partying, and you just want good hip-hop, a solid club, nothing over the top, Exchange is the place to go. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be as elaborate as an 11 or Mr. Jones. You're not going to see all that type of shit. But you know what? You might not need all that type of shit. So why are you paying for it? This is that spot. Table share going to be a little bit cheaper than all the other spots too. So you know what? Why pay more if you don't need more? Exchange definitely is a spot and definitely worth checking out. Now my honorable mentions, 6 and 7. Story and Liv. Couldn't really truly leave them off. But as I said, since they are not hip-hop clubs, I could not put them in good faith. They do have hip-hop days. Liv on Sunday. Whoo! Definitely a vibe. Go check out my Liv video if you guys want to know about that. Liv on Sunday is their hip-hop party. They also will have probably another hip-hop day, or maybe a Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. One of the days that they're there, they will probably bring in a big act as well, or a DJ like a Don Hot or something like that, and he'll play hip-hop. Liv does probably have 2 hip-hop days per week, but since it's not predominantly hip-hop, the King of Miami is not the king of this list. But my name is Mr. Nocturnal. Make sure you guys give me a like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you think of my list. Where would you guys rank them? Do you guys like 11? Do y'all like Mr. Jones? Did I slight Liv because I didn't have them higher up on the list? Just because I took away points because they play EDM? Let me guys know in the comment section, or follow me on Instagram and let me know your thoughts there as well. My name is Mr. Nocturnal. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time.